is the wrong place for that sort of longing, Mistress Anne. The only excitement we ever see is scandal. You wouldn't want to be entrenched in some horrible scandal, would you?
I don't know about that, Dominique. I think a bit of scandal might be just what I'm looking for.
And that is a terrible thing to say. Even the whiff of scandal and His Majesty King Louis will have you removed from court. Then where would you be? Back here in England when it rains all the time? With your family? You always said that the very reason you came to France is that the French court is the center of everything.
There are other courts, Dominique, and other things I intend to do with my life.
Such as...
Well, look at my sister Mary.
You look at her. Mary's sad tale was well known. You told me, as the rest of the Boleyns have already sold her.
Mary isn't clever. She caught King Henry's eye, then she gave her heart to him. And what did he do? He took her virtue and gave her nothing in return.
So, that is a king's prerogative.
So, I say that in the same circumstance, I should be more circumspect. I would promise everything, but give nothing. Until... Well, that would be telling, wouldn't it? But I promise to let you know when it happens.
Recover, ladies! Has anyone found Princess Mary yet?
And good afternoon to you, my Lord Buckingham. How are you this fine day?
Ah, yes, Mistress Anne. I see the famous Boleyn wit is in evidence today. It's a shame your sister could not amuse the king so thoroughly. Now answer the question, if you please.
Of course, my lord. Princess Mary has not yet been found as far as I know. Both the French and English courts are currently looking for her.
The king has furthermore decreed that anyone caught aiding the princess in her disappearance will be executed for high treason.
Oh, really? That's a little dramatic, don't you think?
If you ask me, it's not punishment enough. For not only is this a missing bride, but this is weeks of planning with England and France spoiled by the folly of a girl who does not know her duty to king and country. This could mean war between nations.
Not another war.
It is a distinct possibility, and we cannot afford a war on two fronts. Adding France to the ongoing aggression with Spain could cripple this country.
It always boils down to an empty coin purse, doesn't it?
Most things do. National pride is expensive, and who has more pride than the English commoner?
I've lived around two courts, my lord, and I can tell you with authority that England does not hold a monopoly on pride. Ladies, my lord.
Any news on the whereabouts of the English princess?
No, Lady Margaret. The Duke of Buckingham was just informed.
Queen Catherine and I are at our wits' end to placate King Louis. He seems ready to bolt and go after and seek the princess himself.
Pray, Lady Margaret, keep the French king in control. King Henry would not be very pleased to find King Louis rushing through his halls.
You keep your own king under control, my lord. I do not order mine about. I am here to serve him.
You would best serve your king by teaching him a modicum of patience. It is a virtue they still teach in France, no?
It, apparently like pride, is not the sole province of the English, my lord.
And I'm surprised at you. That was disrespectful.
It is of no consequence, Lady Margaret. There are to be no surprises to be had from that corner.
That remains to be seen.
Oh, enough of this idle banter. There is still a princess to be found. I must return to their majesties. Ladies, I entreat you to join the search and ferret them out.
And woe betide anyone caught concealing her.
They and the princess could pay dearly for this adventure.
This is as far as I go. I'm sorry, you've done more than enough, Mag, and thank you. And I am in.
No. I don't want to know. Good luck, Your Highness.
Yes, come this way, my master Brandon, Your Honor.
Mary, this is... You heard what they say. Are you prepared for the consequences?
Nothing is going to happen, Charles.
Suppose your serving maid were to just...
Mag knows nothing. She did not wish to know, and I had no occasion to tell her. All she did was procure these peasant clothes for me. For all she knows, I could be dressing for a mask. Wouldn't my brother be surprised if he could see me thusly garbed, though?
Mary, this is no joke.
I'm sorry, Charles, but you must forgive my high spirits. For the first time in my sheltered life, I'm finally going to do what I want to do. No brother the king, no glorious monarchy, no England, no responsibilities. Just me, Mary, and you, Charles, living our quiet lives together in sunny Spain.
If we ever get there, you mean? Treason, friend or no friend, your brother will never forgive me this treason. I'll be a marked man for the rest of my day.
Well, Charles, duty has been your Bible your whole life. Now I'm making you break your vow of fealty to the king. I've no wish to see you destroy yourself so utterly before my eyes, so it is too painful for you to endure. Perhaps we should just forget the whole thing and I should marry the King of France.
No, we've come too far to go back now. And I told myself if I was ever to break my vow to the king, it would be for one greater still. The vows we take as man and wife.
Charles, fighting man, loyal friend, lover and now poet, is there nothing you cannot do? That is by way of proposal then. Yes, yes I say, and let my brother be damned.
Not damn the king, surely. That's a bit of treason coming from two of the king's own servants, particularly when one is the king's sister.
Come, Charles, we're discovered. Come on.
No, no. Do not move.
No. We weren't moving anywhere. Now is not a time to flee, but to fight. You should have made yourself known. It is against our English code of chivalry to hide where private conversation can be heard. I might teach you some manners, but first, your name, Sirrah.
I am the Duc de Longueville of France. I have accompanied King Louis here as bodyguard, escort, and chaperone. I was to have made the formal declaration of love between His Majesty and your princess here. But it seems you have rather prematurely beaten me to it.
Oh, so the King of France was too afraid to make his own declarations. It's a shame. I would have loved to have seen his face when he was rejected. You French are so comical in defeat.
We are equally entertaining in triumph, English upstart, as you will no doubt ascertain as you watch my master's gleeful face as you are drawn and quartered before his feasting table.
Oh, so I am invited to the wedding after all. Good. Perhaps I can prevail upon the king's generosity to allow me to give the bride away.
You shall find that infinitely easier than keeping her.
Charles!
Well said, my lord. Have at you, Englishmen.
Charles! Charles!
What is the meaning of this de Longueville? I catch you brawling in these English halls like a Gascony peasant. Who are these people?
This peasant girl is the Princess Mary in disguise.
What?
And this is the man who was forcibly abducting her.
No!
I told you this might be the case, my lord. This young Englishman was only pretending to work for the king, when in reality, he was saving the princess for himself.
Forgive me for doubting you, Lady Maude.
This is outrageous. There is treachery in your court, Sister Catherine.
This cannot be. This man is my husband's closest friend, Charles Brandon. Perhaps he had captured the princess, who was bringing her back to us when the Duke...
Oh, nay, there's no mistake, Your Majesty. I overheard them talking. They were to escape to Spain. Together. This is outrageous. My pride caught in a scandal? This will surely reflect poorly on France's relation with England, I fear.
Oh no, this cannot be allowed to happen. My husband would be most upset if anything were to happen to his new treaty. Charles, excuse me. Is there anything you can say to me here and now that could stop this from proceeding in its dreadful course?
Only that... Nay, I have naught to say in my defense.
Then sadly, our course here is clear. Your Majesty, I apologize for this terrible breach of etiquette, and you can be assured that we will redress it to your satisfaction. Lady Margaret, if you would escort the princess, we shall go seek out my husband. Duke, place Master Brandon under arrest and taken to the guard. Master Brandon, under my husband's decree, you're going to be charged with high treason against the crown and executed. And may God have mercy upon your very soul.
My lords and ladies, join us here upon the castle stage at 5:15 for the conclusion of the wedding of England and France.